Hi, I'm Aaron from Revit, and today we're going to be working on a 1999 Isuzu NPR. So our first step, in order to do this sensor, we have to raise the cab. So in order to raise the cab, you have to pull this handle outwards. And in order to do that, you have to pull this one while you do that. Once you pull it up a little bit and get it past the first latch, then you will pull this lever in order to raise the cab all the way. And I recommend opening the doors to help weight transfer the cab forwards. And in order to lock the cab up in the up position, you pull down this lock tab, grab this keyway, put it through the hole, and your cab is now locked up. So we're going to locate our throttle position sensor, and that is located right here on the side of the throttle body. So I'm going to go ahead and use a T20 torque socket with an extension. I'm going to go ahead and remove the two screws that are located here and down here. So now we can go ahead and unplug the sensor by lifting this tongue up over the lock and pulling it off just like that. So here is our old sensor. This is our new sensor. You can see this one is pretty broken, as in this one is very nice and tight. So we're gonna make sure the flat spot on these is in the correct position, and we're gonna go ahead and reinstall. So in order to install, I'm just gonna set it over the shaft that sticks out of the throttle body, push it inwards so it can seat all the way. We'll take our torque screws, just gonna go place the first one in the hole, take our socket and our extension, get the thread started, do the same thing with the bottom bolt. Once we got the thread started, we can go and take our electric impact, and I'm just going to put the setting on 1 because these don't need to be very tight. And we're just going to take our electrical connector, we're just going to go ahead and plug it right back in. Alright, so we're going to be replacing the idle air control valve, and the idle air control valve located on our Isuzu is right here next to the throttle position sensor. So this is on the driver's side when you lift the cab up. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of our electrical connectors and get everything out of the way. So now that we got our harness tucked down and out of the way, we can get to our screws that hold on the idle air control valve. And there are 2 T20 torque screws. So once you have your 2 screws removed, go ahead and grab the sensor and just wiggle it out of place. Just like so. So on the left, you got the old idle air control valve, and on the right, you have the brand new one. And you can clearly see the old one is very covered in soot and carbon. So we're gonna go ahead and lube up the O-ring on the new one and go ahead and install it. So I just got some motor oil, and I'm just going to put a little bit of motor oil on top of the O-ring just to have it lubed up, so when we put it in, it doesn't pinch the O-ring anywhere and cause a vacuum leak. We're going to make sure the position is correct, so it's going to go in this way, and you can kind of feel it click into place almost because of the O-ring. We're going to get our screws started. Got our top screw started. Let's take our bottom screw. Be careful not to drop it. You always want to make sure you get the thread started in this, because I do believe this throttle body is aluminum. And it's very easy to cross thread aluminum with a steel bolt. So we're going to put our electric impact on level 1, so that way you don't over torque these. So now we can go ahead and plug in our electrical connectors. Should be able to hear an audible click, just like that, and just like that, our sensors are installed.